Hello, welcome to the devotional time here at Temple Baptist Church in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Our text today, we're going to be in the book of Isaiah, chapter 53, and I am sure that if you are familiar with the Bible at all, you've read Isaiah chapter 53 and verses 1 through 6 and that and all the things that are there. But anyhow, let's look at verse 6 of chapter 53. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord have laid on him the iniquities of us all. Now, I'm going to give you some figures today, and these are just figures I found somebody put out there. But in 2021, estimations were that there was more than $282 million would be spent in the U.S. alone on marketing campaigns. Now, that's a lot of money to me. By 2022, more than $303 million will be spent, all in an attempt to put the central message of the products or the services in a way that consumers will hear it. That's a lot of money to get our attention, isn't it? That's a lot of money to get our attention to buy their product. But Isaiah here, he is describing the Messiah who would come as someone who would not even gather attention. He's not going to stand out in the crowd. He's not going to do that, by his looks. Yet he would volunteer and take the sorrow and grief of the world on the cross. He came as who has believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord been revealed. For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, as a root out of dry ground. He has no form of comeliness, and when we see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. So there's not a $3 million campaign here in money to put Jesus out there as the central message of everything. And so, verse 6 here that we read, I think and it's often been described this, it's the central message or the heart of Jesus' gospel. That's it. The people of earth have allowed sin, and we've done this to pull them away from God. That's what keeps people from God, is sin. And the people have become like sheep. And I'm no sheep herder, and I don't know a whole lot about sheep, just what I've read in the Bible and other little stories about it. But they can't take care of themselves and find their way back to God. They just going to wander off. So without Jesus, our destiny would already be settled, and we would die in our sins and be separated from God for eternity. But, and I like those when we have these kind of buts, but God sent His Son to take our sins as His own sins and to die for those sins on the cross. So that is, to me, there is no clearer picture of the gospel than that. We can spend all the money we want to spend on advertisement and getting the church name out there and all of that, but the central message is that Jesus Christ, all we like sheep have gone astray. We've turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord have laid on him the iniquities of us all. He gave it for all, for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord. For God so loved the world. That's all, isn't it? So, just remember today that Jesus paid it all. We don't have to spend millions of dollars advertising that, trying to get people's attention. All we have to do is declare it, proclaim it. And we invite you to come to our services here at Temple. We meet on Sunday mornings. Our first service is at 8 o'clock. Then we have our Sunday school classes that begin at 9. Our second service on Sunday morning is 10 o'clock. And then we get back together Sunday nights at 6 and Wednesday nights at 7. May God bless you is our prayer.